Welcome back. On the bench today we have the TRIPLETT 9065 True RMS Data Logging Multimeter. This multimeter has licensed the Unity Company Corporation to rebrand their multimeter. And I looked online to find out what year that this multimeter came out in, that this multimeter under the TRIPLETT name had hit the market, and I didn't find anything. But I did find the year, or somewhere around the year, when that Unity placed this multimeter, the same exact multimeter on the market. It was either in the year 2014 or maybe a year before that, 2014. But anyway, I'm gonna read out some of the specifications about this multimeter, and I'll tell you my likes and my dislikes about this multimeter when we're done. Okay, so some of the features of this multimeter is they have DC voltage at 1,000 volts, AC voltage at 1,000 volts, DC current 10 amps, AC current 10 amps, resistance at 60 mega ohms, admittance at 60 nanosiemens, capacitance at 60 microfarads, frequency 10 hertz through 60 megahertz. They have display count at 60,000 counts display, and auto manual range. They have bandwidth at 100 kilohertz, AC/DC continuity buzzer, low pass filter at 1 kilohertz. They have diodes at 3 volts, duty cycle 10% through 90%, dual temperature measurement at T1, T2 individually, or you have T1 and T2 together in that order, or you can have it measure at T2 and T1 in that order. You have data hold, peak hold, relative mode, data logging at 20,000 points, trend capture, and min-max and average feature. You have data time display and data comparison. Backlight adjustment, and that would be this. Let me do this now before I forget. It goes low, medium, high. And your analog bar graph, USB interface. You have a plug alarm, a battery indication, auto power off, rechargeable battery, input protection, input impedance for DC volts at greater than 10 mega ohms. And you have the display screen size is 3.5 inch 64K color TFT LCD at 320 by 240, I think it's pixels, I believe. Product color is red and gray, which looks black. The plastic looked black to me, but it's red and gray. And the product net weight 638.6 grams. Product size 225 millimeters by 103 millimeters by 59 millimeters. And it has a 7.4 2200 milliamp hour ion battery. The ion battery. Now, my likes and my dislikes about this meter. Let me just get this out of the way first. And guys, this is just my opinion. You have a right to agree or disagree with me. It's all fine. We can still be YouTube buddies, okay? This meter is not as well built as the Fluke 289. I hear online some guys say that it's a really nice meter and, well built. Well, when they say well built, I kind of frown on that part, because I'm not saying it's not well, but when I compare it against the Fluke 289, even as far as the weight is concerned, it's much, much lighter. It don't look like it, and for its weight wise, it don't look like it'll take a good fall. As far as the features is concerned, it may have a little bit, not more features per se. I would say a little bit, but the same features, some of them on steroids, as far as steroids. And what I mean by that is, like the color display. Fluke don't have a color display. They have a nice background, backlight, but it doesnn't have, the Fluke 289 I'm talking about, it doesn't have like a color display. but the screen size is about the same, and I hear and even the soft keys. But if you look at this meter, even where the soft keys are placed, the way it's made, you can see that they studied the Fluke 289 and 287, and they modeled this meter after that meter. I mean, let's just face it. I said it once on one of my videos that to me now, the Fluke 289 is the world's best multimeter. I mean, one of the greatest multimeter, if not the greatest multimeter ever made. And this just goes to make that story ring true. A company like this had patterned a multimeter after the Fluke. Why? Because it's the #1 multimeter. Fluke is the trendsetter. So, but anyway, with all that being said, this is a nice multimeter, I would say, but I don't think it's better than the Fluke. I really don't. Now let's take a good look at some of the features on here. I called them all out what it was, but I'm gonna give you a better look at this one. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this back a little so you can get a good look at it. Okay, so what they have here is volts, millivolts, volts, AC, millivolts AC, volts DC, millivolts DC. You have temperature, Celsius and Fahrenheit. The next selection is resistance, your continuity, nanosiemens. The next one will be diodes, capacitance. The other one is hertz, pulse. You have duty cycle, and the MS. That's for I don't know. The next one will be microamps, AC/DC. The next one milliamps, AC/DC. The next one will be amps, AC/DC, and then you have a rechargeable battery. And how you do that? You turn the meter off and you turn the selector dial all the way to the CHG, and you have an adapter which you plug in. Let me show you. You have an adapter which you plug in. It goes in all 4 ports, and you plug it in. You put it in your wall, and you will see a battery, like a battery indicator light or indication light come up on the screen, let you know that it's being charged. Kind of like on your phone. It'll show you almost like an icon of a battery, and just shows what level that is at while it's being charged. Now, this if you look, this is, like I told you, this is almost like a direct replica of the 289 Fluke 289, and it has. If you use a Fluke 289 before, you're like going through the selections with the soft keys, this is basically the same thing. So let's look at the menu, for example. That's the menu. It looks a little bit different, but it's basically the same. You can either scroll through where it is, like the peak hole, and move over if you like to, and go up. And you could just make your selection and do whatever you want to do. So let's go again. Let's do the setup right here. Same thing. You can scroll through whatever you want. If you want to connect with through your Bluetooth, you'll put it on communication. You can set the date and time, and so on and so forth. They even have a more settings feature over here and let me just hit that for a minute and see what comes up. And it tells you about what language you want, and so on and so forth. So, and here you have a range button. Let me just close this out, exit, close that out. And they have like I said, a min-max. They have a selection button here. That's the level of the backlight that you want it on, range, hold, and for the measurement at the top. And so this meter, even the plastic, the rubber boot on the side that protects the meter, is not as high quality as the Fluke 289. Now, so this meter by TRIPLETT, pretty decent meter, pretty decent meter. If buying it, but I just don't think that as far as the accuracy, it's pretty decent. It's pretty average. Accurate. I have a video online where I'm comparing the both of them together, along with the Etchtech GX900, which is another meter that's modeled after the Fluke 289. You can take a look at those videos that I've done on those in the past, and see the comparison video as well. But again, I don't really, this is not my favorite meter. You know, on a scale from 1 to 10 as far as originality, I give it what? A 2. Because it copied. It's more like, it's just like somebody cheated on a test and want to get all the credit saying that he studied hard and passed. No, he cheated. They're not for originality? Nope, I have to give them a 2. As far as durability, I'll have to give it, oh man, not even a 5. On a scale from 1 to 10, I wouldn't even give it a 5. I would say I would give it something like maybe a 2.5. I don't think it'll take a fall, not even a 6-foot drop. So it may take, well, maybe a 3-foot drop. It may take that, but I still think it'll do some damage internally. And accuracy, I think it's above average. So on a scale from 1 to 10, I'll say it's maybe like 8.9. As far as the display, the font size, numeric font size, that's pretty decent. As far as clarity or resolution, that is nice too as well. But I don't really have much to say. And let's even go back to the case that it came in. The case is a little, it came in a pouch. You know, they came in a little zipper, cheap, to me, a cheap little pouch, zip bag. And the money that you'll pay for this thing is not the cost of a fluke, where now since inflation has gone up a whole lot. It's not the cost of a fluke 289, because the 289 has been out since before 2010, and it's still holding their value brand new. If you try to buy one from T Equipment or what have you, you're still going to pay for it because it's the ultimate multimeter. This one is not quite as much, but you know, you're still going to pay. But I still think they should have gave you a better protective pouch to put it in. So that, everything what I'm telling you, I'm just giving my unbiased review about this meter. I am not really a big fan of it. I mean, I would use it, but I wouldn't tell you if I had to tell you to run out and buy either the Fluke or this multimeter by Unity/TRIPLETT. I'll definitely tell you to pick the Fluke, and I'll tell you basically what I'm telling you now about this meter. You know, buy it at your own risk. You know, but anyway, this, you know, I would like for you guys to leave a comment, to join the channel if that's what you want to do also, and share the video if you think someone would like to see this or you want someone else to see it. Just share the video and just get the numbers up. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your comments as well. And I'll read your comments, and the other members of the channel, they love reading your comments, so I really appreciate it. I want to thank all of you guys for sharing you know, your comments online with the channel. And so I want to thank you once again. And this is the Electrician's Tool channel. And so until next time, you guys take care and be safe out there. Later.